Let's review the syllabus for English 103. As you can see, there are some prerequisite skills that are required before taking this course. I realize that some of those prerequisite skills might be a little bit in need of a brush up, and we have assignments for that. The course consists of these particular essays and content. You're going to be writing an endangered species, graded content, research. These are all extremely fun. There's your grading criteria. The important thing to notice here is that a 0 is never a 0. If you do not turn in an assignment, Canvas will create a -3 points for that. So make sure that you make an effort. Assignment turning in is it's critical to this course. There's more information here, study materials and so forth. Explaining what the district requires. This is plagiarism. This is important information that's regarding AI content. Overdue penalties. You're allowed 1 late submission. Once again, we want to pay attention to that privacy policy. I do not need to know why you need that 1 late submission. I believe you. There's nothing you can tell me that I don't believe. This is important. Everything needs to be turned in Times New Roman 12 font, with the exception of titles. Titles can be in any creative font you like, but the remainder of your submission needs to be in Times New Roman 12 font, double-spaced. That is the MLA standard, and that is the standard that we follow. It is imperative that you include your word count, not for me, but for you. There are a certain number of words that are required for this course, and believe me, you will make those numbers of words. But it's important that each document, other than discussion board posts, indicate the final word count. And that would be your word count plus any drafts that you've written, and you will make that determination. Information about discussion boards. There aren't very many discussion boards, but the ones that exist are there for a reason, and it's important that you stay connected with the other students in the course. The email policy. Please do not ever email me an attachment. All it does is frustrate you because I cannot open any attachment. I'm sure that you understand that the way email works, the way that any kind of malware is connected, I don't want to open anything that would put malware on your computer or on the district's computer or in any of the portals, so don't ever attach anything. I can't open it, and it would only make you frustrated. So please make sure that we follow that. Email should be short, sweet, and to the point. A couple of sentences. Tell me what you need. Tell me what you need for me to do. I will reply back. If any of your content is flag worthy, it will show back with an auto reply. And again, just make sure that your content is professional and that your tone is polite and it's very short and brief. These are the prerequisite skills that we talked about earlier, and I know it's a long list, and I know that for some people it may be a situation where these skills were learned a long time ago. That's okay. We review some of those, and that's important also. 1 submission per student. There are some times at the beginning of the semester when we're getting used to the course, you're getting used to turning in some things, and I may have a little bit of flexibility with some of those very beginning assignments. However, as the semester goes on, it is important that everybody be treated fairly and the same. All students are given 1 submission. Now, you may resubmit that as many times as you want before it's graded. But the important thing about this course is that when you turn in an assignment and see where errors were made, you cannot then go back and go, oh, well, now I see that, I'm going to resubmit it. That's not the way this works. It's a college course, and you are allowed 1 submission, which you can enter as many times until it is graded. As you can imagine, in this world of AI, sometimes student submissions are flagged with AI content flags. If that happens, your assignment will receive a 0. And you have every right to meet me during office hours, which are on Zoom every Monday from 11 a.m. to noon, and go over and defend your essay. You can respond back to that flag with a very polite statement. Bring that to my attention. I will go back and take a look at the AI flag, and then we can discuss it. I am always willing to listen to what you have to say, but AI is no joking matter. And as you can see, the trackers are on the look for content, original content that was created by AI and submitted by you. That's AI flagged content. Using research and documenting that research in an essay is not AI. AI is when you go to any kind of app, type in the prompt, and have AI create the essay for you or the submission for you. If there is content that is not cited but is quoted, or ideas that are quoted, then this plagiarism checker is used. But again, you have every opportunity to attend office hours and discuss any flags that you receive on your submissions. If you did submit something and have AI create the content for you, then get back up on the road, move forward. No, you cannot redo the assignment in your own words, but yes, you can get back up on the road and keep moving forward. And finally, I want to mention the student privacy policy. It is not that I don't care about students. I absolutely care about all of my students, but legally, I have a responsibility to protect your privacy. In the course, you will find a further link to the legal documents that are recorded regarding your privacy. You do not ever need to email me any private details about your life. I'm going to believe you. If you tell me that you needed an extra 24 hours and that this is your one late submission, I do not need to know why, because I'm going to believe you. And we want to make sure that we protect your privacy in this course. That concludes this tour of the syllabus for English 103.